All right, let's talk about Bryce Young. And okay, yet another what went wrong with the Panthers and another loss to the wait, hold up. No, that is not what happened. The Panthers win a football game. And listen, I'm not going to sit here and say it was all smooth sailing throughout. But you know what? It's been a rough season for the Panthers. It's been a rough season for Bryce Young. You get a fun win here on a long touchdown drive. Let's talk about the drive itself. Long field goal drive. Let's talk about the drive itself and how they were able to win this one. So the play itself, starting off here, they're very much in their own territory, at their own 6 on a second down and 9 situation. So obviously they were at their own 5. You see that route, tight end's route, that's going to try and get into a gap in coverage. Now, you might be wondering, well, not really a gap in coverage, right? There's a corner who's right in the area who can come in and make a play. Well, check out that situation right there. That is the corner, and you see how, there's only one eligible receiver who is lined up just as a wide receiver right here. So because of that, the corner is going to be paying a lot of attention towards him, meaning that area down the field actually has a chance of getting open. As you see, Young is going to take the snap, looks downfield, and, right there, that's Tommy Trumbull. That's the tight end on this play, who appears to be getting in position to where he can make a play. Again, the corner is looking over the middle. Young sees all this, gets the ball out of his hands. They're able to make a completion before the safety gets over. Covered a lot of ground to get over there, so nearly good work there. It's Jesse Bates, of course. He covers seemingly the entire field, but still able to get it there quick enough that it did not matter. Really good stuff there by the Carolina Panthers to be able to pick up a first down and kind of get things going a little bit. This play was another just huge one where what's going to happen is it's going to be one-on-one matchups across the board here. That's kind of what Atlanta is doing, and quite frankly, it's a good strategy. We've seen a lot of times Atlanta not having guys be able to get open. Adam Thielen's gotten open a little bit here and there, but for the most part, they've struggled to get guys to win one-on-one matchups. Well, Jonathan Mingo here is going to be the guy. They brought him in hoping that he could make something happen. Well, on this play, he has his one-on-one matchup. Let's see how it works out. Bryce Young takes the snap. He is going to scan the field. He, really, I think he wanted to go to Mingo right away. That's the route he liked, but didn't look over there right away. Good job of scanning the whole field, making sure you don't, give away what you're trying to do. And oh my God, Mingo was wide open. This is just great stuff by Mingo to get this open, make things easy for Bryce Young in tough conditions. And also, I should have set this up beforehand, but this is a 3rd and 3. So, I think they go for it if they don't get it here, but it's not a guarantee that you go for it. And if you don't get it, you're in real trouble. So, really, important play right here. As you see, maybe a bit underthrown, but again, tough conditions. Got the ball down there to where Mingo could make a play. Great work by Mingo and good work by Bryce Young to get them on the outside of field goal range. Not quite in field goal range, and again, given the conditions, you don't want to be on the outside of field goal range trying to make this kick. You want it to be an easier field goal, so that's what they're going to try and do. It would set up this next situation where you're looking at, it's an interesting type of play because it's going to be zone coverage, kind of similar to the last play I talked about, where the corner is going to be really paying attention to the receiver closest towards the sideline on this play. So it's going to almost be like just a one-on-one matchup to some degree. You see it's DJ Chark's route, who DJ Chark doesn't have a catch on the day for the Panthers. DJ Chark, I liked that signing when they went out and got him. I was like, okay, DJ Chark could be kind of an underrated piece here, was good for the Lions. And while it hasn't really worked out so well, this is going to be a key play. One-on-one matchup. Let's see what happens. Young is going to take the snap. Again, does a good job of kind of looks underneath a little bit and then looks further deep towards Chark. Likes what he sees, fires it over there. But again, this is not wide open. And if you're not converting, you're now looking at a 3rd down and 10 situation, which is a dilemma. Because if you gain 5 yards, do you then go with the field goal now, or do you try and go for it? Real important play here, and there's not a big window to make this throw. But watch that ball. That is probably the highlight of Bryce Young's rookie career so far for the Panthers, right? That's the play you're looking at. That's the one that if you're trying to look at the positives of this season as a Panthers fan, you're like, well, that play was awesome. That was really good. And it got them in field goal range too. You're able to be in position to where instead of like, oh man, it's going to be tough, you feel pretty good about a field goal. Of course, there's still work to be done. going over here, this was another key play in this drive. Because, like, listen, I mean, okay, sure, you're in field goal range, and the Falcons are, let's just say, not playing great offensive football up until this point. And in fairness, the Panthers are a part of that, right? They're playing very good defensive football against Atlanta. But here, 2 minutes and 23 seconds left. If you do not pick up the first down, then you're probably kicking the field goal right now. Atlanta would then have, I'm assuming they would let it run to the 2-minute warning and then kick the field goal. So you're looking at, 157 or so to try and just get in field goal range. They would have plenty of time. They'd have another chance. You don't want to give them that chance. So they're going to try to run it for a yard right here. Although right when this play begins, you notice the center and the guard didn't do a great job at picking up the Atlanta player at the next level. He's kind of getting to that hole pretty quickly. And so at this point, it went from a great situation for Chuba Hubbard, the halfback for the Panthers. Now he's not in a great situation. He's going to have to try and figure something out. But this is going to be great from Hubbard. Watch what he does, because he's kind of running right for that Atlanta player right now. However, watch him sidestep him just enough. He powers forward. He picks up a key first down. And because they got the first down, they were able to run out the clock. They end up kicking the field goal as time expires. I believe there's about a couple seconds left, but it was basically as time expired. And because of that, the Carolina Panthers pull off the upset in a somewhat lost season, a completely lost season, if we're being honest, able to find some positives. And I don't know, listen, what is this? Is this a good story in an otherwise terrible season? It's possible. That is something that could be the case. At the same time, though, I don't know, there's reason to believe you have something to build off of. For one thing, the defense has had these games. Its overall numbers aren't great. The Panthers' overall defensive metrics aren't great, possibly because there has been some games where, offense can't get anything going. You're going 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out. Defense just gets tired and ends up giving up a lot of points. Like that Panthers-Saints game was a good example where the defense actually played well, but ended up giving up 28 regardless. And you're starting to see some flashes with Bryce Young. And again, they didn't score a touchdown. Although they could have scored a touchdown on that last drive if they wanted to. They were, the goal changed at a certain point there. But, they still didn't score a touchdown in this game. There's still a lot of work that needs to be done. But perhaps a step in the right direction, I think, for Bryce Young and for the Carolina Panthers. And just a fun game for the fans. If you're someone, God bless all the fans who were at that game. If you're watching this video and you were at that game, you're, one of the best football fans in the world. Terrible conditions, watching, a bad team duke it out against another not great team in Atlanta, and still, cheering as hard as you can. That's what football is all about. But yeah, fun win for Bryce Young. Have to feel good about that. That's what I think about all this. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. What were your thoughts on Bryce Young in this final drive? Always love hearing from y'all. And of course, as always, thanks for watching.